What if everything you've been told about truth is pointing you in the wrong direction? And what if the answer was never meant to be given to you, but discovered? Because one ancient text does something no other gospel does. It doesn't tell you what to believe. It doesn't tell you what happened. It does something far more unsettling. It suggests you already know. This text is known as the Gospel of Thomas. It was found in 1945, buried in a sealed jar as part of the Nag Hammadi library, hidden, not displayed, not preserved in the open. So the question is, why hide something like this? Because when you read it, something feels off. There is no story, no timeline, no miracles, no explanations, just short statements, direct, almost cryptic. And they don't guide you. They leave you thinking. It doesn't read like a gospel. It doesn't behave like one. So what is it? A message? A code? Or something else entirely? Because instead of telling you what is true, it keeps pointing somewhere else, somewhere closer. But what does that even mean? And then you come across a line that changes everything. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. No explanation, no context, just that. So now you're left with a different question. What is it trying to make you see? Scholars have studied this text for decades. Some believe it contains very early teachings, possibly even closer to the original message than the Gospels we know today. Others argue it's symbolic, philosophical, or even influenced by hidden traditions. But here's the problem. There is no agreement, no clear interpretation, no authority that can explain it for you. And maybe the answer was never supposed to come from outside. So what is this text? Was it an alternative version of Christianity? Something that existed alongside the official narrative, but didn't survive? Or was it something more radical? A set of ideas that removed the need for authority completely? Because if the answers are already within you, then what happens to everything built on giving you those answers? And more importantly, why would something like that ever be allowed to spread? Because this text doesn't offer salvation. It removes the need for it. It doesn't point upward, it points inward. And that changes everything. Because now the question is not, what should I believe? But, what am I not seeing? So why was this buried instead of preserved? Why hide something that doesn't tell people what to think, but forces them to think for themselves? Was it protected or it suppressed? And if this idea is true, that what you're looking for is already inside you, then what happens if people actually start to believe it? Because maybe the real danger was never the text itself, but what it would make people realize.